Hello everyone, and welcome to Session 10 of Fallout Frozen Atom, a Winter of Atom actual play using the rules by Modiphius Entertainment. My name is ELH the Game Master, and I am excited to be back on what I'm hoping is now going to be a regular schedule, and now that I've jinxed it, I'll see you in 2 months. Anyways, I'm excited to get started, so let's get everybody introduced, and we'll jump right in. So, Saxy, what do you got going on?
I don't got much going on. Sax guitar. I'm playing the Ray Clayman. People call me Professor. Some people call me Clayman. Some people just call me Ray. You're welcome to just call me whatever you'd like.
Alright. Paradoxtopus.
I am Paradoxopus, and I play Brother Hugh, a child of Adam priest, uh, hunting down the last son of Adam now.
Alright. And last but not least, Mukis.
Hey, I play Raging Kate, the raider who, hits things, and I'm feeling very betrayed by Deputy Denzel currently.
As you should.
But I respect the hustle. So
I mean, as long as it's doing it for a cause, that's all that matters, really.
that's all that Kate cares about.
Alright, well, let's run that intro and we'll get started. And welcome back. So, I asked the players beforehand if they wanted me to do the recap or if they would like to, and Paradoxopus, I believe Brother Hugh has something for us.
Yes, he does. I just actually finished writing it right then.
Yes.
On our journey to get to the bottom of the last son of Adam, we finally made it to Big Top, where we finally had shelter over our head, even if it was just a tarp. We met with a motley bunch of ghouls and even some synths. Johnny Lonnie, the ringleader, both literally and figuratively, wanted to speak to our group about the dreaded last son of Adam. The last son offered to take Big Top into their fold, but Johnny felt something was off and wanted us to see if we could investigate it further. During our newly sparked sleuthing, we were pointed towards Madam Adam as well as a protectron named Denzel. Madam Adam was a soothsayer who was a chosen of Adam, and she foretold of a great calamity of a many-legged monster consuming the Commonwealth. All signs point to the last son of Adam, whether it be literally or figuratively again. Denzel asked for our help getting rid of some raiders, only to betray us by the two-timing bucket of bolts. Little did we know that our generosity would be so easily turned against us. We had to slay a gigantic rad mutant, and we finally come back to us after the calm of the battle.
Very nice. You may have 2 AP for doing that opening narration.
Nice.
So, where we last left off, we're having all of you within this bunker that Deputy Denzel brought you to, telling you there were raiders. As you just said, there were no raiders, just a big radiated mutant inside. The problem, though, is after you've killed the mutant, is that Deputy Denzel has signaled for the doors to begin closing. He is blocking your way out, and he has just said, "Well, thank you all very much. The Institute will pay me quite well for the work y'all have done here."
Didn't Hugh want to shout something to him at the end?
The Institute, could you tell me more about it?
Give me a basic charisma and speech at a difficulty of 1.
Okay.
See, I egg on the charismatic person.
Listen,
I would
everybody needs a
fail.
cheerleader.
Yeah.
Got one success.
One success is all you need because it was difficulty 1. So Denzel, he still keeps his arms up as if he's going to attack you, but he says, about what might I enlighten you about the Institute, or...
Do they have their hand in the last son of Adam, or are you merely betraying us of your own faction's accord?
I believe that the Institute has knowledge of the last son of Adam, but they are unrelated as far as I know. No, I'm just your typical cold-killing machine and mercenary. I have the dream of one day owning a bed and breakfast that caters to the kind such as myself. In order to get that money, I'm going to sell the location of those synth refugees in Big Top to the Institute.
Hmm.
Now, of
And
course,
why would you do that?
Well, like
Just
I
for
said,
the money?
Yeah, just for the money and for clout as well. But I must say that unfortunately, I do not think y'all will be coming out of this bunker. There isn't really a whole lot of ways to activate it with inside.
I will get out here and I will steal your loot, although I respect you very much for what you've done. And I can only hope to win over you. I want your stuff. This is like, I don't know if the doors are closing.
Yeah, the doors are still closing with Denzel like right in the crack of them. So you technically, I should make this clear, you all could run or sprint or try to barrel past Deputy Denzel at this point. The problem right now is Brother Hugh, because Brother Hugh has a leg injury and he can move, he can sprint, but it takes, or he can't sprint, he can move, but it takes a major action. So all Hugh could do is move. He couldn't attack Denzel or anything, at least on this round.
What if we try and push him?
Also, I'm only at 2 health.
You know, there's that.
Isn't it still snowing out there?
Oh yeah, still ratters are going on
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, so we have to rat if you go out there.
I think we can hole up. Maybe just throw something at him, just, you know, as revenge.
I don't want to table talk too much because technically the doors are closing.
Yeah.
Hugh, you're the one talking. You're the charismatic guy. I trust your judgment. These are your type of situations.
Here's my thought. This is no longer a charismatic situation. And now it's, can we kill this robot?
If
Yeah,
you
I
want
was
to try,
just-
I will try. Because if I get outside, I can just reopen the door.
Yeah,
I was gonna
But I
try
have to
and
not
throw-
die.
I was just.
Can we... How much luck do I have? Okay, I have 5 luck.
Hey, we're tied.
Hey, that's kind of surprising considering your situation. Could I spend a luck to do a sort of fastball special where I help Kate through the door by like swinging her with her bat or something like that towards it so that she can get through the door quicker to then be able to attack?
I'm just trying to
That
think
would
what
be
I should
wild.
do. I would say I'll allow it, but I will make the difficulty a 1 on the attack. But I will increase the complication range to an 18 to 20.
Okay. On Kate's attack, correct?
On Kate's attack, correct.
Ooh, Kate.
Are you okay with this, Kate?
Yeah, that was definitely.
All right, so I'm going to spend that luck.
Okay. So I'd like to imagine Brother Hugh as you kind of do that clasp of Kate's arm, and then you spin around and then fling her as hard as you can using the spin momentum towards Deputy Denzel. So yeah, Kate, you are hurtling towards Deputy Denzel. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I kind of wanted to look like I'm just like landing straight on my like 2 feet, like I'm doing a little step, and you know sometimes things got kind of have that little curve, like fishball lens curve to it, and I just land and I just no words, just that baseball bat from his point of view is just coming right at his face.
Love it, love it. All right, yeah, it's a difficulty 1, and just keep in mind complication range 18 to 20. Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Yeah, I have no luck, so Let's do it.
Ugh.
So we definitely have one complication on the field, but you do hit. It is only a difficulty of 1, so please go ahead and roll me some damage. Also, again, you have apparently hit in the right leg, because that's what we're doing.
Oh, you should spend some AP for damage.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, because
Oh,
you guys
I
are
already did 10.
you're at 4 AP right now. Okay, so that includes vicious, that damage.
Mm-hmm.
You hit it in the right leg. Okay, so you will injure it.
Piercing 4 too.
Yes.
Oh, Pierce, thank you for highlighting that, because in that case, you will definitely injure it. And it will go down, like, not dead down, but it will fall over onto, I guess it doesn't have knees, but it falls prone is what matters. And it does not sever the leg, but it definitely crushes the leg that Denzel's not going to get out of here unless they either drag themselves or somebody does a repair check on them. But this is the problem, is now we have complications to deal with. So, Kate, if you could roll me a D3, please. Just slash roll 1D3.
With the space. There
Yep.
we go.
Well, here is... Oh, you rolled one of the bad ones. So,
No.
you have a choice. You can either reduce the weapon's damage by 1 combat die, or you remove 1 weapon effect, and this is a permanent thing.
Oh,
Go with
It can't
the-
even be
the
repaired.
damage.
You would have
I'm
to...
gonna go.
If so, for example, if you were to have a mod on your weapon and that effect is removed, you'd have to put a new mod on it to repair it, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
So
Oh, that's
I
not
could
as bad.
easily get you piercing back, basically, then.
Yeah. All right. I guess all the spiked was it
But
nails or whatever
piercing's
gets
very
stuck.
important because armored enemies. So
Mhm.
I'm still considering the die, but it's your call.
But it's permanent, and I don't like that.
But so doing a full repair on that weapon would not get the damage die back.
Correct, yes.
Ooh.
You would have to
Oh.
reapply the mod, at least as far as I'm reading this.
Okay.
Because technically it does say that I could break the weapon, but I feel that's too mean. Like, I don't want to break... Like, if you rolled it again, I would break it. But the first complication, not worth breaking it.
I say you should get rid of piercing for now, and we'll repair
Yeah.
it when we can.
Mhm.
I will do that. Yeah. The nails get stuck or whatever they do.
No,
They
that's
bend on
exactly what
impact.
happens. When you pull your bat back, you have to tug it a little bit harder because the spiked part of your spiked baseball bat is embedded into Deputy Denzel's leg. So he is not thrilled with you. Does anybody want to spend AP or luck to retain the initiative, or is it Deputy Denzel's turn?
Oh, if it's him next, I would like to spend a luck point to do lucky timing,
Okay, I believe that means it is now your turn.
which also means I get to take my first ever personal attack in this game. I'm going to shoot this guy.
Okay, but what weapon are you using?
I'm using my laser musket.
Ooh.
I'm using all 5 cranks. I think it's 5. No. I don't remember what the base model is. I think base model is 2 cranks? Oh, well, whatever base model is. Energy. How badly do we want me to hit?
Well, you do have 4 AP if you want to buy extra dice.
I want to spend a luck point to use my luck as my modifier instead.
Okay.
Can we hold him as a prisoner?
I could always
kinda
just
want-
repair him and put with to the point where we can talk to him.
Because I respect him, I feel like he has a lot of useful information, maybe even in his chips, like a location, drop off point, or wherever he was going.
Mhm.
Well, the good news is it was a difficulty of 1, so you get 3 AP back, which means you're at 6 AP and you have 1 floating AP.
I don't know what I can use. I have an idea for what I'm going to use the AP for, but I don't know if I can use it right now. So I'm going to ask if you'll let me. I would, since I'm also within range of Hugh, like to take another. Would like to spend points for another major action, and I'm going to heal him on the same turn.
Okay. That would be 2 AP, so you would go down to 5 AP total.
Okay. I did not make a shortcut for damage dice because I did not expect to be firing a weapon this soon.
It's not even on your weapons tab.
No, it's not.
Oh my.
Weapons haven't even been on the radar.
No.
He doesn't even have a weapons tab. How'd this happen?
I actually don't. You're right. I guess I will look at the book because I don't remember what a blazer musket is.
Hold on. let me
Blazer
look.
musket. That's technically what we ordered. Blazer musket or whatever.
Laser musket.
If I hit
I
edit, will it
see
tell me?
that it is ammo per shot is 2. It has piercing
Yep.
1. I believe a crank. Each crank is an additional damage, and its base damage is 5.
So I do 6. No, I think 5. I have base model, so just the 5, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. I want to roll 5 of these.
Okay. Do you wish to
I'm
use
going
any
to-
AP or luck to reroll those?
I will spend a luck point to re-roll these 2.
Okay. Alright.
That's piercing 4. Damage is 6.
I'm looking because it didn't. You rolled energy weapons
Oh.
rather than the weapon itself, so I have to manually figure out where you hit them.
I apologize. I can
No, you're good.
roll that. Okay.
I believe you hit him in the head. No, you hit him in the
Ooh.
main body. Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay. So the good news is that you do deal another 6 damage because I'm just going to tell you straight up, he has 3 energy resistance, so you ignore all of it as you strike him in the body.
I'd also like to spend another luck point to do another injury with my better critical trait.
Okay.
So I'll give him 2 injuries to the chest.
2 injuries to the chest. All right. That's 12 damage. All right, and if I remember my criticals for the chest correctly, well, he can't bleed, but I think he still suffers the 2 damage at the end of each of his turns. I believe
Is
he
that
does.
Yeah, it could-
stack? I can't
Hydraulic fluids leaking
Yeah.
from him.
I don't think it stacks. We're going to say that I don't think it stacks, but again, this 2 physical damage is ignoring all defense and damage resistance.
Maybe I don't need to spend the luck point then because I did damage him anyway because it doesn't stack.
Right.
Were you okay with me undoing that then?
Yeah, I'm still messing with the
Okay.
sheet. You're good.
I will then go back to those 3 luck points.
Okay. So while you're rolling to heal Brother Hugh, and I believe it's a difficulty of 1 to treat them because they have 1 injury.
Yes, but it's my second action, so I think it's 2 now, right?
Yep, it
Yeah.
would be, because it's an additional bot action, it would be difficulty of 2.
First extra dice is just 1, correct?
Correct.
I will use 1 extra die. Medicine. I am rolling 3 dice. I guess
Okay.
I have to re-roll because I need to roll 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did I use my free medicine intelligence reroll last game? Anyone remember?
I
For
believe
this
you
scene.
did,
Think you did.
yes. I think you did, didn't it? Didn't you use it on the
I
terminal?
think I used it. No, because I used a luck point to get into the terminal.
That's right. That's right. So yes, then you would still have your reroll.
Okay, so I'm going to use 1 luck point and 1 lab coat reroll.
All right.
Hey,
3 successes, meaning you get that AP right back, bringing you back up to 5. And yeah,
And
how much
then
does Brother Hugh
Hugh
heal, or is it an
gets-
injury you're getting rid of?
I'm going to heal him because 2 isn't too difficult for me to achieve.
Okay.
So, Hugh, you are going to get healed by 7 points.
nice.
Okay. So narratively, what happens is, Professor, you pull out your laser musket, you crank it, you fire it at the prone form of Deputy Denzel. It strikes
And I
him.
still have
Ooh.
a minor action.
You do.
I would like to, since it's a single zone, I'd like to move outside so I could potentially open the door again if it gets close.
Okay. So we'll deal with that in a moment. But yeah, so what happens is you treat, maybe I need to reorder events here, is you quickly treat your friend, Brother Hugh. You fire off the laser musket at Deputy Denzel, and then you rush past him out into the Rad Izzard. Now, I must say that while you're out there, the Rad Izzard is going, and there will be a test involved, but it's at the start of your turn, not at the end of your turn. So next round is when you'll have
Okay.
to start contending. The good news is that it is now Deputy Denzel's turn, and I say good news because I've been wanting to roll for him for a while. So Deputy Denzel raises his left arm up off the ground, and all of you, now that you are close, except for Brother Hugh, you see that that's a tear gas launcher. And he is going to attempt to hit Raging Kate and the Professor, because you guys are in the same zone.
Oh, yeah,
So this is going to be at a difficulty of 2, because it is a blast attack, so he's shooting in an area. And I think I'll give him another AP. It's because I think this is important. Well, he rolls 4 successes. So what that means is I'm now getting to roll this many die. I'm going to spend that AP he just generated to re-roll 3 of those. There we go, much better. So I have even better news that I've been waiting to share with you. So you are going to take 7 damage, and there is 1 effect. So you also suffer a 3 damage. And this is considered to be, is this radiation or energy? Let me double check. It's poison damage. Interesting. So
Ugh.
unless you have poison resistance, you're going to take that full 7 and then another 3. And even better, you are stunned, and it is persistent, meaning you are going to take it on the next turn as well. Tear gas. It's fucking horrendous.
Wow.
So does that knock either of you down?
I'm still up.
Okay, sorry. That was so much. I just like spirals started forming in front of my eyes. I'm so sorry.
Understandable.
What? That was okay. So 10, just straight up
Yes.
10.
Yes.
Yeah. So I go down.
Okay. And
Unless I
since
can. Yeah, I didn't have the gas mask on because I wasn't expecting
I would
that.
have, if you had the gas mask on, I would have said you would have had some resistance, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a
didn't
gas
it
mask on.
I have
'cause
one,
we're
but
out
not on.
in traveling.
okay. Well, what I would tell you is that that will reduce the damage by at least 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
Roll. In fact, roll me a combat die. We'll see how many it
Oh,
reduces.
combat die. Just a single one, so that's that. Roll.
All right, so you'll reduce it by 2. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, though, that is still 5 damage in a
Stun.
single attack, so that's also an injury to each of you.
Where would you like us to put the injury? I can't remember what zone area you said.
I'm going to say that it mostly affects your right arm for some reason, but I think
Okay.
technically blast might be your torso. Let me confirm that real quick,
I have not
because
used blast,
that
so I don't
determines a lot of things.
remember.
If it's just the
that's-
right arm, he fires the shell and it hits the arm and then it bounces and hits Kate's arm.
You know what? I like that is it just ping pongs out as it's vomiting tear gas everywhere. All right. So that all happens. You all have injuries now. And I have even worse news for you, is that its special ability is that it can now fire its arm lasers. Brother Hugh, how you
gosh.
doing, buddy?
Oh, did it hit me? I was in a different zone, I thought.
No, it's going to attempt to hit you with its
Ooh.
arm lasers.
Oh, if it's gonna hit me with that, yeah. I'm doing okay.
Well, what is your defense? If it's a 1, it will hit you.
It's a 0, so
Then it will definitely hit you. So you're going to suffer grand total of 2 damage, burst 1, so 3 damage total.
okay.
Wouldn't it auto-calculate?
No,
I
it
don't know
doesn't
if
auto-calculate burst, unfortunately.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So it does
Alright.
for Kate's stuff, but not burst. Got it.
No, it does for vicious, and
Mhm.
it'll notify if it's got piercing, but the other effects it just lists, and you have to do them manually. But yeah, so after that's, the tear gas launcher and the arm lasers, Deputy Denzel says, "Now I didn't want to have to do this. I was content with leaving y'all in this bunker, and y'all could have maybe found a way out, but now this is personal." Which, Kate's gone, Professor's gone. Hugh, it's your turn.
Okay.
Save me.
I will try my best.
I still have luck. My
It's
goal.
the third time I've gone splat.
He's one zone away, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to spend 2 AP so that I can do a major action move, which is not a sprint because of my injury.
Okay.
Be good. Minor actions? Really? Oh. I'm gonna drink a Nuka-Cola.
Okay.
A good minor action.
Immediately
That
gain
also
1
gives
AP.
you- yeah, I was gonna say it gives you 1 AP. All right.
I think it also heals me some. I think I only have it as 1 AP right now, but I'll take it down, and if I heal, I'll do it later.
I'll look into
and
the heal while you do
then
your turn.
I'm going to spend for another one, another major action. So this will be 3 now, right?
You still haven't used your first one still. You
Oh yeah.
moved.
So
you
this
still
one will
have your
just
first
be
one.
a difficulty 1. So now I'm gonna punch him.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, if it was a normal Nuka-Cola, you hear 2.
Okay.
Beat me to it. Look at you go.
The benefit of having a compendium access.
Yeah, I was about to open. I was opening it up, looking at it, and read it out loud.
Okay. And then I'm gonna spend 1 AP to roll 3 dice.
Okay. Well, you definitely hit, and in fact, you get that AP right back.
Yay! Alright, now damage. Does this give me? Yeah. I'm gonna spend 1 more AP to bump me up to 7 dice.
Okay. Do you wish to spend any luck to re-roll?
Yes. I'll spend 1 luck. And then for the reroll, do I select the
You click the ones you want to re-roll, then you hit re-roll. So you'd click
Okay.
the 3 blanks. Yep.
There we go.
So,
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So here's what happens, Brother Hugh, is you pull out your Nuka-Cola. We have a stereotypical, like, commercial shot where you're like, oh, the wonderful taste of Nuka-Cola. And then you hobble on over to Deputy Denzel, who's still on the ground. You somehow avoid the lingering tear gas. And then you take aim at his tear gas arm. You punch it so hard that the entire arm comes off and Deputy Denzel deactivates. So you are now out of the encounter.
Before the encounter ends, I would like to, because it would technically be the top of a new turn, like to spend my luck again if I can. To
You
take
can,
the action
but
before
you are
it ends.
outside. So
I am outside. I'm going to use my 1 turn before combat ends to get Kate back up from the ground.
Okay.
I am stunned, so that do I increases the difficulty, or do I
It
have to
does.
spend?
You have to
AP?
buy to get one.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm
you have
going to spend 2 AP to get another major action.
Mhm.
I am then going to attempt to heal Kate. Actually, Kate, how many injuries do you currently have? Total.
2 untreated, 1 treated.
Okay, so you have 2 untreated, which makes my difficulty a 3. So better yet, I'm just going to use a stim pack to avoid all the rolls, which means do I
You
just need,
technically didn't need to buy a.
then I need to buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the DM would allow, I'd like to unbuy my extra action.
Well, you would still have to because you wouldn't have your minor act. So it's a minor action to pull it out.
Minor action, pull it out. Minor action to use.
Right, and you don't have
Stun.
your major action is what it is.
Yeah.
So you would still have to
Correct.
spend 1 AP for the additional minor.
Correct. So I'd only gain 1 point back.
Correct.
Okay. And then, Kate, you are going to heal.
Yeah, just stab me anywhere.
Yeah.
It'll work.
And then this is my last stim pack. So let's mark that, because I forgot to remove the last one I used last game. So pick 1 of your injuries. It's going to go away. And you are going to heal by... I have the old stim pack on here still. I want to say it's 5, but I don't remember.
Let's check.
I'm going to treat my arm so that I can use my baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
A stim pack can be used in one of two ways. It can be applied using the Take Cam minor action, healing 4 HP or treating an injury immediately, or it can be applied as part of a first aid action, healing 4 HP or treating an injury in addition to any other healing done.
Oh, so it's like a it's like the healing slap then. So healing the injury wouldn't actually heal her back to 1 AP, 1 HP.
Correct.
So I would need to spend a whole other 2 AP to then also heal her from 0.
Well,
I'm
that or
going to-
you use the stim pack to heal 4 HP instead of treating the injury. That is another option.
True. And then we lick our wounds back inside. Yeah, I'll just go with that then.
Okay.
So you're gonna come back up at 4 HP.
Now, as
I
you...
have to deal with persist because it's my turn.
Yep. So you are going to take another 5 damage from that. So you're going to take another torso injury. And
Cool.
even better for you, Professor, like I said, you are outside the bunker.
At the start of my turn.
So I need you to roll me an endurance and survival at a difficulty of 2.
Endurance and survival.
There was
Not
a reason
great at
I was
these.
nervous about Deputy Denzel, because that was just one tear gas launch.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I feel like I need to save my luck point for something else in the future, so I think I have to keep the complication because we might need that 1 luck point to escape something even worse later. Because
Do you have any heavy clothing?
You know what? I think I am technically wearing heavy clothing under my lab coat. Let me just verify and not be a cheaty face.
Well,
I'm
either
wearing
way,
tough clothing.
if you fail, which you did,
Yes.
you're going to gain 1 fatigue, and
Mhm.
you are going to suffer 2 vicious radiation damage. So you're
Okay.
going to suffer a grand total of... Oh, wow. So that's 3 radiation damage.
Okay. I am still standing, guys.
Yay.
Yeah.
Need to get it back inside quick. Oh,
Now, the one thing I will
Kate's
say
in a worse
is...
situation, right? So I should wait to absorb that.
I
Correct,
have
because-
no radiation, but I'm like alive, but I just can't use my arm. And I
so
can't look too good.
radiation always goes from my max first. So like I have
Yeah.
a bit. I'm good. I can take
Okay.
a bit of radiation. So you don't need to absorb this for now.
Okay.
But if you could help get Kate back up after combat ends, and then I make sure the door doesn't close on us, we will then be good to go back inside and get out of this radiation.
Okay.
Well, I'll streamline that process for you a little bit. Professor, you are able to run over to the terminal and basically stop the process of closing the doors. So the doors are going to remain like cracked open to the bunker. So if you were to stay by the door, you'd still be considered to be somewhat within the Radizard. But the doors will be closed enough that you can get through the opening and you can shelter within the bunker just fine.
Sounds good to me.
Works for me.
All right. In that process of coming back into the bunker, you will actually notice that the lights are flickering on. And when you see the interior, it doesn't look that great. And the reason for that is because it looks like the mutant that you recently killed has trashed most of the things that are in here. So there's a lot of boxes and a lot of trash, not junk, trash, that has been or used to be labeled with the Church of Adam Holy symbols. And there's a lot of smashed terminals, a lot of smashed what looks to be scientific experiment, some form of beakers and, that sort of thing that have been smashed. But there are 2 crates which have a lock on them. Looks to be some form of radio lock that might be controlled by this single remaining intact terminal within the bunker.
There's just one massive room then?
Yes, it is one massive room.
Oh. Okay. So I would first turn to the party and go, as much as I want to look around here, do we want to, like, rest and put a camp in here and accept the fate that we'll be staying here for the rest of the day?
We should check the rest of the room to make sure there won't be any new surprises before we let our guards down.
That is fair.
I'm just on the ground like, what happened? What?
Kate, you did great. You took care of the robot guy.
Oh, okay. That's all I need to hear. Face goes back down.
Well,
Hugh just kind of slumps against the side like,
You know what? I want to take a look at this mutant because I felt like somebody said some sort of like insect thing, but it's furry, so I have no idea what this. I know it has many legs and eyes.
Yep, many legs, many eyes. It kind of just looks like an amalgamation of limbs that has far too many, now I guess, lifeless eyes on it. Whether it is purely insect or purely a beast, you're not sure. Kind of like I said, it has elements of both.
It kind of makes me think of the centaurs, and those creep me out. Those creep me out so much.
Imagine a centaur, but like 3 times worse.
No, I don't want to.
we're talking like human centipede then.
Yeah, this is
Worse than
this
that.
is not.
Oh, okay.
This is
human
not okay.
centipede.
This is
Human centipede. Okay.
yeah,
Well-
very, very. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm in.
Because I know the institute. Like, this is totally not something Kate's seen in the Commonwealth thus far.
Yeah, this is very out of the norm, and definitely want to proceed with caution. But
This
no,
is clearly a perversion of Adam's will.
yeah, there's for
Yeah, what's with all the Adam stuff, Children of Adam stuff? But I'm gonna start like kind of taking a look through, and see if there's anything, any information, intel.
No roll required on this one. You can tell that these crates may have once held food or other medical supplies. Unfortunately, the mutant that was making its nest in here has smashed most of it. So anything you find within the rubble is pretty much useless, even as junk. Again, the only thing that is intact in here is the terminal and 2 crates that are having apparently a radio lock of some kind.
You woke up today and chose violence, saying that there was no junk and only trash. That's a personal offense to the professor.
it
That's true.
it is, but it's understandable. Well, let's. I guess another thing we should check for is any signs of any other groups. Or does it appear to be all the children of Adam?
All children of Adam.
Okay. So does it seem like it was some other group hiding something that they discovered? It does very clearly seem to be children of Adam. Okay. What do we want me to look at the terminal?
Yeah, you're the science guy, right? You're the mad
Yeah.
scientist.
I think you've taught me
Partial
enough.
sin.
I'm sure that I can push the enter button.
You know what? You're just gonna push the enter button?
If it has one.
Does.
Go. If that's all you're doing, you take the first try.
Can you locate it? Do you know where it is?
Well, it says enter on it.
Yeah. Have you never seen a keyboard before, Kate?
Why would I need to?
Because there's sometimes drugs hidden behind computer locked doors.
She usually just smashes through them.
Yeah.
That is true. So, you're going to go hit the enter button?
Good.
You did.
Oh, okay.
Brother
Anything
Hugh, if
happen?
you can roll me a intelligence
Oh,
and
God.
science test, please.
Just
Difficulty of 1.
explosion.
Oh, you might get this. It's difficulty 1.
You also
All right.
have 2 AP if it matters.
So my intelligence is 5, and my science is apparently 1.
It's not bad.
I will spend an AP to bring me to 3. Hey!
Get you one.
Hey,
All right. So here's what's going to happen is you go up and you hit enter and it says passcode. And then you're like, well, of course it's Adam. Every password is Adam. So you put in Adam and it works. Like, no joke. If you ever run this module, the password is Adam. So I'm now going
you're like
to
looking
reveal
at the
you.
crates like, back to the terminal.
I'm now under the terminal entries. I am going to give you access to a handout. It should be labeled Last Son's Personal Log, 1 of question mark. If you would care to read that aloud at some point. The other thing you will see is a control for the radio lock on those crates.
It seems there's a log here of the last son.
Wait, you hitting enter worked?
Well, I put in Adam, of course, but
Oh. Wait, their password was Adam.
well, Adam reveals all things. So of course it worked.
I pull out a book and just rate. Always try Adam first on it. Terminals. Close the book, put it back in my backpack.
My experiments into gene splicing have been proceeding at a rapid pace. If I'm able to overcome the metaphysical plasticity barrier, my creations will soon be capable of both empathy and great destruction. My hope is that my creations will see me as their father in more ways than one. Unfortunately, not all of my experiments have turned out as I had planned. The unruly child locked within this bunker is perhaps too great a success at this stage. I may return later when we can better control and communicate with her. I am still looking for the buried city and Adam's glow within. I feel I am very close to my goal if I can just unearth the last piece of the puzzle. The day of division is nearly upon us. If only those Minutemen and other sects of the church would cease interfering with my glorious vision for this world. Why don't they understand that we are but a step away from being able to walk between infinite universes and knowing true paradise? One final note for any of my faithful who may come upon this log: the supplies here are meant to bring Big Top to heel. Do not use them for your own purposes, else I will enact Adam's vengeance upon you.
Interesting. So he planned on using what was in here to win them over. So he has nothing to offer them.
I assume he didn't have anything to offer them in the first place. He may have just used this to convince them of his goodwill, and then when he has them all together looking at the crates, he could, I don't know, plant a bomb or something along those lines. I wouldn't put him past his dark heart to do so.
I think it's more he overlooked something and didn't expect his plan to fall apart.
And it sounds like he called this mutant a child, like his child, not literally, but, in a
Yes.
philosophical way.
Professor, can you explain to me gene splicing? This sounds very heretical.
It's something that it's not. Followers don't condone this too well. It's when you take the DNA of multiple different things and you kind of take and choose the things you like about it to try to make something new, completely out of what was there. So you could take it as he is trying to create something himself and try to show that he is, I don't know, better than Adam because he created it, not Adam.
And maybe he's using his own,
He's
DNA or
definitely
something
using his
somehow
own vision
to make
instead of Adam's
children.
vision.
Yes.
And maybe the last son is his final grand, mutant experiment.
So he may be trying to bring this upon himself, too.
Yes, I worry that if he thinks it's going well, he could be doing it to himself too.
Yes. The other thing that brought me some concern is he speaks of a buried city. Do we know of any cities that have been buried other than
I
what
mean,
we currently are living in?
maybe the at the glowing sea that they seem to be heading towards, maybe when, that initial crater was created, it potentially, a lot of earth fell upon something in the general radius of that area, perhaps.
The city got buried because of something that happened from the Great War. That would make sense. The other idea is something much older, and it's being literal. There's some buried ancient city somewhere. I'm going to go with that one's less likely.
He says that Adam's glow is within it.
So that also makes me believe Kate's idea is probably true. It could definitely be somewhere with heavy radiation, and first place I would consider is the glowing sea.
Yes, I've been to the glowing sea before, and it is very torn apart, but it's because it's been more or less prepped for the division. But perhaps something has been buried there, so that may be the best place to look.
Well, another concern I have is he uses child in multiple different ways when referring to this creature here. What if this is just a baby?
This also could be the followers that have chosen to follow him and then, unbeknownst, to become experiments themselves.
True, because he's how he says unruly child locked within the bunker. I wonder, and in the same sentence it talks about how it seems to be early when this thing was created, because he talked about how the success might be too great for his stage of his plans. So if this isn't the only one, I'm worried they get bigger. I would have to dissect this thing to actually have to know for sure, and I don't know if there's the tools here to do that type of thing.
Wait, wasn't Madam Adam, didn't she mention something like in the dirt, like as if it lived in it?
Oh shit. This means Madam Adams' prediction could be literal now, since we've just met a thing that physically fits the description.
But I don't know, can it go into, like,
An autopsy could tell me.
yeah, we need some sort of doctor.
I just
real
stare at you.
doctor. Not some sort of
A
mad
real
scientist.
doctor. Perhaps like it. Well, see, the deputy was talking about the institute, and I wonder if like they're interested in this kind of tech or if it's stolen tech.
I know that gene splicing was here before the Great War. The followers grabbed this info early in our development. They had to deal with a super mutant uprising, and we found out some stuff about gene splicing then. So there's a chance this info he has didn't come from the Institute, because we know it happened. There was, if this was something brand new, like a Gen 3 synth, there is no set there, as far as we know, as I know, that before the war there wasn't any Gen 3 synths. So this may be interesting to the Institute, but they may already have the info, and we don't know enough about them if they'd be interested in info they might already have.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why the deputy is getting like, what did he complete besides maybe trying to kill us? Like maybe they know about us enough to see us as some sort of threat. I don't know. I mean, I would expect that of like the last son of Adam people, but not the Institute.
Yeah, unless they, I don't. If you can make an army of human beings out of, let's just say, nothing.
Bits and pieces.
Yes, I
Junk.
don't know if 3 random misfits in the wasteland
Yeah.
would be of a
So what
priority
was
to
he-
them.
Just he couldn't kill the thing, and maybe the Institute wants it like eradicated or something.
The only thing that he said he was selling to them was the info of the synths in Big Top.
Maybe
The
he was
supplies would
using
bring
us.
the city to heal,
Maybe he was using us
destroying
as
the
a
supplies.
guide to get to this location, and then he was going to abandon us here. But from here, he could travel in a much safer route back to the Institute, wherever it may be.
That would make sense. Followers don't have great info of this part of the U.S. from before the war, so I don't know. I don't know much about the Institute.
Hugh, is this something that is talked about in the Children of Adam, like being able to just manifest monsters, maybe?
There's lots of talk of creation. Many of the children of Adam are more focused on the division, which is usually seen as destruction, which it oftentimes is, but when you split an atom, it creates infinite new worlds. So perhaps he's trying to change that understanding of creation and take it on himself to bring about this new creation he's doing. It's very wrong, all of it.
I wonder if he thinks he's actually a son of Adam. Like,
That is possible too.
so which would make things like this look good to his people because he is creating things. It would further their misguided belief.
And Last Son sounds like it's gonna happen pretty soon. Like
Well-
it sounds like their plan is just tidying up loose ends, maybe.
I assume Adam wouldn't need a avatar or a son on the planet anymore once they achieved division. Is that a fair assumption, Hugh?
Well, once true division occurs, this world will be no more, but there will be infinite more worlds created.
So I guess the last son doesn't make sense either because you would potentially need more sons on those universes.
Perhaps he's the last son because the rest will become his children, and he's going to use those children to conquer this world and then destroy it.
I think we're now getting too deep into questions we can't know yet.
Faith. That will guide us.
That I won't disagree with you on this one.
Oh, let's open the lock.
Oh, yes. Professor, do whatever you do with this.
Press enter.
I'm just gonna come over, kind of just stand over your shoulders and like point at the screen. You see where it says open lock? Click the
Yes.
up arrow to go there.
He starts touching the screen.
No. So on the keyboard, right, kind of next to the enter button, you see where it has an arrow that goes up?
Mhm.
Click that.
Boop.
Now hit
I
enter
do?
again.
My favorite key.
Yes.
And
It's going to
there
ask
is-
you to confirm. So hit enter one more time.
This is very
And
complicated.
there you go. You have now unlocked your first computer lock on a box.
Seems I won't be needing you anymore then.
Well, as you say
Quickly
that, you
adjust.
all do hear a audible click, and you turn. And when you check out the interior of the supplies, the first thing I'll tell you is that everything in this crate would be life-saving for the residents of Big Top. But since I'm sure you're going to want to save some of it for yourselves, I have prepared a handout inside the bunker, which contains everything. For those who can't see Foundry at this moment, obviously those of you on stream, I will simply read its contents. Inside is 3 buff out, 20 purified water, 5 rad X, 5 rad away, 10 Nuka-Cola, 20 common materials, 10 uncommon materials, and 5 rare materials.
Oh, wow. Look, the exact amount of logs I gave to Big Top are in this box.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Whew, I hope they haven't seen this yet. I hope they have no idea what's inside yet.
This is going to make you guys think I'm even more of a synth. I am considering just giving it all to them.
No. Absolutely.
Why not?
No. No.
Yeah,
Look
why
at
not?
all this loot. It's like sparkling in my eyes.
I will open my backpack and just turn it upside down. And you just constantly watch an endless fall of junk coming out of it.
I would like to have some where is this? Weren't there some healing items?
Well, there's certainly provisions we should take for ourselves because of our current situation, and
To get
That'll
Oh
just
yeah, I don't
enough
care
to
about
get
the
back
junk.
to them.
dangerous.
I care about that. Junk
where-
is useless to me.
Where do you, in Foundry, where is the
It should be under scavenge, and there should be an inside the bunker handout.
inside the bunker? Thank
There we
you.
There
I
it
see
is.
it now. Oh shit, they have
Ooh,
rare
drugs.
materials too. I don't have any rare
Handicaps.
materials.
Well, as the players look at the screen and salivate over what they're going to do with this loot, we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break. We'll be back shortly, everybody. Stick around.
A state where they need more basic stuff.
They
That's
don't know
true.
what
It's
to
like
do
if you
with
if
it.
you had like a bunch of nails and hammers, then you had a jackhammer. It's like, what are they going to use the jackhammer for? They need these
That
nails
is
and hammers
actually
first.
a fair comparison. So then, did you want to take all the Radex and Rad
Yes.
away?
Yes,
Yes.
they don't need that.
absolutely.
They're ghouls.
Okay. Do you want me to hold this all, or do you guys want to take a couple?
I'll
I-
take like 2. Maybe? Or wait.
I don't need any.
You know, yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay, you take your 2.
Welcome back, by the way, stream. I thought I'd just get some of that on screen so that we had a record of it.
Yes, we are taking supplies. We will
Yes.
give you. Once we're done dividing, I will happily give a quick recap of what things we decided to take and why.
Take the Radix. I took my portion.
Do I leave them with one of each just in case, like a dying person comes that needs it?
No. No.
I heard a yes, so I'm gonna go with that. Thank you.
No. No. I'm gonna swipe the last one instead.
I won't stop you, but
I'm gonna do
leave
it.
them with
I'm
one.
gonna do it. Oh no! How'd that end up in my
So,
pocket?
while Kate's taking the last of their supplies, quick rundown of what we kept them with. We left them with the buff out. Kate may
I
have
took one.
swiped
Some of the buff
one.
outs it
Got me
mysteriously disappeared.
One may have mysteriously disappeared because apparently my buff out's not good enough. Nuka-Cola, we left him with all 10 of that. Purified water, we found out Kate has more than she can carry, so we left them with all that. We left him with all the commons, all the uncommons. We then noticed that the DM did not tell us that they had rare materials, and then that suddenly all went missing once the party gave me the okay to steal it.
I feel like I read off rare materials, but that's okay.
Oh, did you?
No, I don't think you did.
I might have missed it then. I don't know how my ears would have missed you saying rare materials.
No, I
but-
think
Are-
you did.
Are
right?
gaslights made out of rare materials? Because
Apparently.
I think there might be some gaslighting in here. That's where the rare materials were.
Yeah. All right. Well, at this point, you all are banged up. You have supplies that you can lug back to Big Top at your convenience. The only problem is you're injured to hell, and there's a rat lizard out there.
I'm gonna do a building
Yeah, I'm-
camp check if the DM would allow me.
A what kind of check?
Building the camp for the night.
Oh, that's what you meant. I heard something completely different. Like you're gonna clamp what?
Building
I'm
the
gonna
clamp.
I'm gonna clamp a couple of common materials together to make healing
Fort.
slabs.
All right.
I need to pull healing, right? Aren't you? Wasn't there something?
Oh no, I can
related?
hobble in. We just need
Oh,
to
okay.
grab
Yeah.
Denzel.
So I guess before I do that, we should grab the Denzel.
Okay.
I am going to queue as my bodyguard at the door. I'm going to go walk outside and try to pull in Denzel.
Okay. You
as
can pull
the
him in,
weak
no
guy.
problem. It's just that salvaging is what's going to require the test.
Okay. I'll get him inside somewhere where we're not cold, and I will attempt to salvage him.
All right. Intelligence and survival at a difficulty of 1.
Intelligence and survival.
Okay, you have pretty good survival. You could probably assist him.
Yeah.
But you got to use intelligence as your base.
Yeah, but you have like 4 or 5.
Wouldn't matter because
is this
it
a
needs
new
at least
scene?
1. So I say again?
Is this a new scene, DM?
This is technically a new scene, yes.
I will use my lab coat reroll.
Okay.
Ah!
You made it worse.
Do I use my last luck point?
Yes.
Try again. Is this a big enough
Wait, if
thing?
it's a
What are
new
you
scene,
trying to
you get
salvage
luck, right?
out of him? Are you just trying to get materials, or are you trying to like extract the memory banks?
All of it sounds good.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to get that
All
with
the
the
bud.
complication.
Wait,
You have
don't
a
you
good
get
point there.
don't you get your luck reset then?
No, that's at the end of a
no.
mission.
Yeah, end of a mission.
Oh, okay.
Now, what I would say is that you could spend luck here to reroll that 20, but as the devil's advocate, I think it would be really funny, at least for me, if you kept that complication.
It would be.
Literally explode in your face.
Yes, but I only have 2 HP.
Ah. Maybe don't do that then.
Okay. Because what
What
if
you
that
should do
tear gas
is
goes
also
off?
spend that last party AP to give you another die.
It would have had to have
I
happened before.
should
Oh,
have
it
done
would've-
that
okay.
before the roll. Yes, that's a good idea. That was actually a really good idea that I should have done. So I guess I will suffer for my sins by spending a luck point and trying to re-roll this.
Okay.
You got
1 in 400
greedy.
odds, everybody. Well, still no successes, unfortunately. But you don't have a complication, so you could reroll the other 14 if you have another luck point.
I don't. I used them all to do that a ton of things in one turn.
You know,
you
those
look at your-
life-saving things.
Did you look at your holotape? I'm trying to remember.
I have not yet today, but that takes an hour. So I could try. If you want to, you could say I get so mad I look at my thing for an hour.
In fact, that's exactly what's going to happen. Is he goes, and in classic Nerd Raid, he stomps over to one of the remaining chairs, sits down, pulls out his holotape, and goes.
And I will attempt to re-roll. Because I used luck, I can only re-roll this other 14. Let's see how this goes. To anyone that's wondering, because they can't see it, my target number is 11. So I just rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. And 5, because I also have the initial 2. And none of them were a success.
None of them. So unfortunately, you don't get anything out of Denzel, and that includes a working
The
tear
tear
gas
gas
launcher.
gun.
So
Yep.
unfortunately, that bit of loot is now off the table.
Womp womp.
Yep.
You have one job.
I have one job, and maybe if you didn't hit him so hard in the arm, it would be salvageable.
Oh, okay. Now we're just pointing fingers. Okay.
Yeah, because you're pointing fingers at me. So, well, I'm mad. I'm gonna go build something. I go build a camp.
Okay. All right. Well, this will be
I'm still
interesting
bleeding.
because you only have 1 AP, and it is a group intelligence test. So, what tier do you want to make?
I have to relook up the rules real fast. This is something I forgot to do.
Oh, yeah.
It is under survival rules and then campsites.
I'm just trying to remember which one's rules. I apologize. At the top of
It's
the
the
screen.
book-looking one.
It's the book
The
one,
book-looking
yeah.
one?
Every
Okay.
shop, every terminal handout, pretty much everything's going to be under the book.
Okay. Shop, salvage. So it's not those.
Yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. It should say survival rules.
Oh, yes. These things are below all those folders. That makes sense. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, try pressing enter.
Oh, the arrow key.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm not looking for a campsite. We have found our campsite.
Yep, it's just the in-group test to make it, but it's based on the difficulty and how much materials you want to spend.
So we at least have enough shelter from the cold. So, and then I can... So we don't need campfire. We might not need shelter. We definitely want comfortable bedding because we are in pain. I don't need a cooking station because I can temporarily make one with common materials. It just takes a few extra. Do we want a clean campsite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place
There, we
is
just killed a
disgusting.
gigantic mutant monster. There
Oh.
might be things crawling around.
We need tier 2 for sure then.
I don't think we need to conceal it, and I don't think we need to defend it.
Okay. So I need a, we are doing a tier 2 campsite.
Okay, so that will be 3 common materials. You'll get 1 common material back when you break it down. But this will be a group test. This will be probably intelligence and survival once again.
I go first because I'm heading the thing.
All right, so you're leading it, so you get to roll 2. Kate and Hugh, you guys get to roll an assist, so just
If I
1
need
die
it.
as a reminder on intelligence and survival. All right, well, there's the one we need. Well, it's difficulty 2, so I need to see one more. I do not
Do any
get
of
one
you
more.
like to spend luck?
I have no left.
I can spend one. It's dwindling fast.
I forgot to spend an AP point. Oh well.
Yeah, I just was thinking about that.
I don't know if I can on these ones.
Oh,
I'm
Apparently
having
the
a
dice
bad
just
day,
yeah,
guys.
the dice are just
Yeah.
not in it. So even if you fail,
I'm trying
you-
to think. Do I have any way to redo this?
I don't think you do because you've used
No, 'cause I
your
just used
code,
my lab
you used your
coat.
luck. So even if you fail, you do make a campsite, but it's 2 tiers lower than the tier you attempted, and it's a minimum of tier 1. So you make a tier 1 campsite, which means you get 1 feature.
So
clean.
I think clean,
Okay.
and then we just accept the fact that we have the 2 less extra health tomorrow. I assume you guys have been doing that whenever we
The
actually
comfortable
have.
bedding will be on the inside of the rad mutant. Just tauntaun this up.
I was about to say I get that reference. Yeah, so I guess we'll go with clean campsite. So we'll move the body of the dead corpse monster thingy out of the area.
Mm-hmm.
And
Chop
try to make a clean.
We use it to block up the door as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. Then I guess we'll go with that. So do I then spend point common? Do I still spend the 3 because I think we failed. So I still spend the amount I was going to spend for that challenge, correct?
Correct. You still would spend the
Okay.
3, and whenever you pack up camp, you get the 1. Actually, it's rounded up, so you get 2 common materials back.
Okay. I have 47 common materials on me. Okay, there we go. So we got the comfortable, not comfortable. We got
Cleaned.
that clean. So don't have to worry about dead body infesting us in the middle of the night. Anything else we want to do? Oh, I know one. I would like to make a cooking station because that is under the cooking section of my cheat sheet of crafting things. Cooking stations can be made using only 1 common material. Functions for 8 hours. And what is the difficulty? Cooking station is a complexity of 2, but it follows crafting rules. So my survival is at a 3, so it's a difficulty of 0. I've been rolling like shit, so I'm not going to take the free chance for AP.
Well, you
I'm
have
just
to,
going-
because there is a complication chance.
Okay, I will then do that.
I mean, surely you're not going to roll another complication. I mean, that would be an astronomical odd.
Complication just means it takes longer or it takes more materials.
Mm-hmm.
I still like the idea of it exploding in your face.
It could. I could catch
It's
myself
just
on fire.
everything you're dealing with today is just a ticking time bomb.
Do I use a healing slab to at least have 4 HP before I can make this thing? That's a no. We're gonna let the party's gonna watch me potentially burn myself.
Do what you want.
Nope. You guys didn't speak up fast enough. I'm then going to make a intelligence survival test.
Mm-hmm.
Spend an AP.
It's a complication 0. Do you want me to spend
but
the
then
AP
if you spend that
on
AP,
a
you could
difficulty
get a critical.
0? Yes, we do have. It's a tag skill. Actually, no. Is survival tagged? 1 second. I may be giving the DM some AP points here. It is not a tag skill. So I failed 2 different survival-based tests. So that means the DM now has 2 more AP because as a survivor, I have I think it's the gifted trait, which gives me an extra tag skill, but requires me to, whenever I fail a roll of a non-tagged skill, the DM gets AP. So you now have 6.
Wonderful.
Yes. Back to rolling survival.
I mean, I believe.
I don't. With how things are going right now?
I literally just have to not... I can't... There's no way I can't fail this thing. There's still complications, but I can't fail. See?
Oh,
We get an AP, though.
Adam.
Adam, yeah.
DM has told me to roll, even though I don't have to, because we are in a stressful situation, so it makes sense.
Well,
And I have rolled...
Hold on, I now have to look at your character sheet. Hold on.
My character sheet's in rough shape.
Alright, hold on. What do you have? You have... Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. So, Professor, you create a cooking station, and you're really proud of your work. In fact, you're like, oh, this is great. I did amazing work on this. Brother Hugh, Raging Kate, you realize that in his zeal to create such a wonderful cooking station, that part of his pack has caught fire, and it is the flamer fuel portion of his pack that is about to explode unless you intervene.
Oh, gosh. Can I just...
I'm not very nimble, so if it requires being fast, I'm not good
I'm pretty
at that.
nimble. I guess I'll just run up and try to put my heavy coat to, squash the oxygen, the fire.
Just gotta figure out what role I want this to be.
You're just jumping on the grenade at that point.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's kind of my argument. Why don't you give me a... Oh, Lord, what would this even be? Give me a athletics and strength for you, Kate. Difficulty of 1. There you go. All right, yes, you
Yay.
smother it before the flamer fuel goes off.
Yes. Woo!
I'm guessing I'm removing a couple of flame bear fuel from my person.
No, actually, she put it out in time.
Perfect. Okay.
And, thanks to chat redeeming Wild Wasteland, as that all happens, you all hear a clunk, as if something is coming from the ceiling. And landing next to you is a missile launcher with 1d4 missiles. So someone would like to roll a 1d4.
Whoa.
8 seems excited. Go for it.
Congratulations, you have a missile launcher with 3 missiles.
Yay! Ren, didn't you want to use big guns maybe sometime? I can't remember.
That wasn't for this character, no.
I must have had a dream.
Yes. A
Alternate
dream
reality.
of an
One
alternate
of the
universe.
divisions.
Yes.
Isn't your endurance really, really good, Kate?
Yeah. It's...
That's what Big Guns runs off of, so you just
Okay.
need to get 1 point in it.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. 3 missiles and missile launcher.
Clearly, this is a sign from Adam.
Yes.
Also, why did you jump on me, Kate?
Oh, you're on fire. You're about to go kaboom.
I look at my backpack and I see the corner Bert, and I'm just sad now.
We're all just defeated.
It's been a
Just
Yeah,
all
this
sad,
has been a
sitting
rough
around
day.
the campfire, just staring at it, just like.
Good news though, with a campfire, I now
Oh, I would have loved if it was a fat man. That's true blessings from Adam right there.
get to start cooking us food.
All right. So yeah, let's handle eating, drinking, sleeping, and healing, because that's a whole kit and caboodle we got to do.
Yes. So, who has food who has raw food that they like to give me to cook?
I have tarberry and mute fruit and iguana bits.
I have iguana bits. I have 2 potato chips, and that's all the food.
Hey,
2 potato chip packs, I
think,
guess.
I must not have put iguana bits, or is that the full? Is that the cooked already one?
I think they might be cooked already.
Yeah, I think those are the cooked already ones. Don't
So they're
forget,
radiated.
It says
They
they're
are
irradiated, though.
that was because we went through a rad storm coming.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Look,
Yep.
I don't care about that, so
Yeah,
that's on you guys.
So that counts as 2 stages of food for you. So I think you're probably good for now. Then Kate, do you have any non-irradiated food on you?
No. I mean, I
Okay.
just
Well,
have
everyone should be radiated,
If you cook it,
unless
it loses radiation.
it's the materials.
Correct. Which is why I only cook when we need food, because then if things go bad, I can make it better. Like today.
Yeah, no, I just have the 2 irradiated potato chip bags.
Would you like a hint, nudge, nudge from the GM?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
You could scavenge from the mutant.
Yeah, I was.
Ooh.
But I also want to do a full autopsy on that.
Maybe
thing.
it has pockets somewhere.
Flesh pockets?
Ew,
Sure.
that makes it worse.
That's what you're implying.
Ren, you
And
like
the professor
you like
said it
messing
might
around
be a
with guts.
child, too, so
Why don't you go massage it and find something?
don't massage the flesh pockets.
I'm going to pretend I don't hear that and go to make.
I say it louder.
I will make
Right in his ear.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
will be making 2
I'm still, like, on
things of
top.
rad
I get off.
scorpion steaks
Okay, so 2 rat scorpion steaks.
for Kate and I.
Okay.
So
have a
we
bunch
have a
of
full
them?
meal. I am going to then, because I have some radiation and my milk's radiated, so it would heal for.
2
gives me-
rats, 2 radiation damage and plus 1 HP
So yeah. And
with a
then
roll.
Your rad scorpion steaks would heal you. Consumables.
Well, the good news I'll tell you is that whenever you sleep for at least 6 hours, you gain all your HP back.
That is true.
Yay. I would like to, when sleeping, try to get rid of some of these injuries
Yes, we'll be working on that next.
Yeah.
Okay, so your rad scorpion steak that I just gave you heals you for 12 HP.
All right, that's full.
I too am then at full, which I will then, I guess first I will drink my milk. So then I will roll 1 combat die to see if I get irradiated. I'm looking for not an effect. I've rolled
Not
not
an
an
effect.
effect. So that means I am now getting to remove 2 radiation. And brings my health back up to full, minus the 1 rad damage I have. That's why it's full.
All right.
Okay.
Do you
So that
need?
means
Okay, you got the wire. Let
I've
me
had drink. I've had
water.
food. I am tired. So
Let me
Yeah.
roll for
I drank
my
dirty water and I
purified.
ate
Yes.
iguana bits.
No
So-
rats.
All that has been handled. Your food and hunger, or your food and thirst, has all been sated. When it comes to the mutant, and it comes to that is 3 damage.
Just the
It's
effect.
only one. It's only the effect, and even
Ah.
then, I have resist of 1. I just threw it out there.
Okay, I
Just
was
for
wondering
fun.
what that was.
You still technically took radiation damage, even though it's 0.
Yeah.
So you get to count as a point to your
But then
skills.
when I go to sleep, I'm going to lose that point.
That's fair. Okay.
So I guess I maintained my level.
Yeah.
Do we want to autopsy this thing or savage it for food?
Ew.
Those are our two
I guess-
choices.
Assuming
both.
this
I don't know.
unclean monstrosity of blasphemy and heresy would not give us the proper succor. So I believe that you should just tear it apart and look at it.
I pull out one of those claws to like rip the chest open at like an autopsy scene just out of my backpack. I came prepared.
Of course he does.
So, mad scientist.
Yes.
I'm not a mad scientist.
Were those integrated into your hands by chance? Did they come out like some sort of mechanism, synthetic, one could say?
You can just look at my backpack. It's a 4th dimensional space that holds up
Yeah,
to
apparently.
holds up to 200 pounds.
Is the division in there?
You don't understand. It takes a lot of effort to make this backpack.
I don't know.
You're
Does
just
Hugh look
really,
into the
really
pack?
good at organizing.
Does Hugh look into the pack?
Yeah, I'll look into it. Curiosity, at the very least.
You see Adam's benevolence, and I would like you to roll me a 1d20, please.
Ooh.
Thirteen.
13.
You may ask one question, and I will answer it truthfully.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So many questions.
About anything?
About
Ask him if
anything.
I'm a synth.
No.
No, let's not waste this. I already tried with
I already
the rock.
know you're a synth. I don't need to ask that.
If I was a synth, would I have healed off of the food?
I don't know. That's just it.
Yeah, you
Can
have a stomach.
synths do that?
They're basically
Uh,
humans.
The biggest question on his mind now is, where is the buried city?
Where is the buried city? All right. well,
Exactly. Give me coordinates.
Give me a moment.
We're probably extremely underleveled for this, but I'm here for this question.
This is the equivalent of, bribing the GM, but let me just quickly find the answer to this, because I wasn't anticipating you to ever look into his pack. So,
You also notice that it is much larger on the inside. And
Okay, so here's what's going to happen to you, Brother Hugh. You're going to look into the pack. You're going to think of, in your mind, where is this underground city? And you're going to get a vision of a pre-war military chemical weapons facility that is maybe within the glowing sea. You don't see an entrance, like you don't get a specific location, but you do see this vision of this chemical weapons facility. And apparently, when you look around, and again, this vision only lasts very briefly, so you only get flashes of this, you see flashes of a city of strange shapes and strange metals. You're seeing crystalline devices of unknown origin and unknown use. And then you are thrown out of this vision so forcefully that you kind of stagger backwards. And I need you to roll me 2 challenge dice, or 2 combat dice, please, to see if you take any additional radiation damage. Not that it matters, but, for effect. Okay.
Nunzi.
All right. So you stumble back, able to take the sudden burst of radiation, and that's what you saw and heard.
what? It's just a backpack. You okay?
I saw visions from Adam. The buried city is a literal buried city. It seemed cavernous. As to its precise location, I'm not sure, because it is underground.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally take one of my chems when you were eating?
Not that I'm aware of. Did you slip me some? I wasn't looking.
No.
Perhaps these
That's a
iguana
triple
bits
no.
aren't good anymore.
Did you get anything else from this?
No, not particularly.
Okay, so we just
It's
know
just
it's,
another vision from Adam.
So you just got it is a literal underground city.
Yes, it's some sort of chemical weapons plant, from what I can surmise. I don't know where one would be, though.
I know one in this city. Don't think it's in operation though. 'Cause
Well,
I
it
think-
seemed like it was underground, so...
Yeah, the one I know is not underground. It's a giant building in the middle of Boston. It's probably not that one. At least we now know what to start asking for.
Do you think you gained some powers from Madam Adam?
It's possible. I have had visions from Adam before, but none as vivid as this.
You want to try looking in the backpack again and seeing what happens?
I look in the backpack. I expect nothing to happen.
You look in the backpack and roll me a d20.
Your backpack is so efficient, it has Adam inside it.
I just don't know that I have a literal
17.
gift from Adam in my backpack.
A 17, you look in and you find a note from one of your loved ones,
Which one?
whichever you'd like. Could be a family member, could be one of your old raider buddies, but you find a note.
Oh, must have been. This is from that random drunken fling I had from Good Neighbor. Let's see.
Oh, now we have to hold on. We got to make notes of this. Hold on.
Random drunken
Yes.
fling.
Yes, we all need notes of this now.
All right, carry
Get out
on.
of the way.
Names,
You're not
details,
important
etc.
Yes, yes. Tell us the whole story.
I don't quite remember the names, but if I saw them, I would. Unless it's signed on the bottom. Doesn't
It is
seem to
signed.
be.
It is signed Charles.
Oh, it is signed. Oh, Charles. Wait, wasn't there a Protectron named Charles?
Oh no.
Are you saying
No,
you
it
were
was Chuck.
so
It was Jesus Chuck. It
drunken
was
that
Jesus.
you don't remember what the fling
What
was with?
species or? No, it was
Possible
definitely
Protectron.
human.
Did you have to give them caps afterwards?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Does it? Do I? What does it say?
Dearest Kate, I write to you in the hopes that one day this note will find you in good health and good spirits. I have been thinking about our encounter, and I wish to have another with you if you are consenting. You will find me at our usual spot in Good Neighbor. Signed, yours and forever, Charles.
Whoa.
That definitely sounds robotic, though.
Must be a simp.
Oh, was it a synth?
Could be. They look so normal and human. And they don't exactly go around saying, "Hey, I'm a synth. Hey, did you know I'm a synth?
Yeah, they
think-
most
Come
of the
have fun with
time
me."
try and prove that they're not synths, but come up with very few evidence that they're not.
I'm gonna have a slight argument here. I think I saw signs of a detective agency when we were in Diamond City that talked about a synth detective agency. I think some do actually go like, "Yeah, I'm a synth."
Well,
Oh, and
You know,
then
some
there was
are
the
obvious.
synths in Big Top that said they were synths.
yeah, but you
So-
can see their bits, to say the least.
But were you drunk enough to not see those bits?
Hey, it could be a Gen 3. I'm not talking a Gen 1 or 2 here.
But then you also thought it might be a Protectron. This is more of this is adding up to a
this is
synth.
joke. That's a joke. No, I remember.
Okay.
Kate remembers. Kate remembers. Definitely human or Gen 3 synth.
Definitely human or
Yeah.
above.
Yes, yes. So I take the note, since it literally belongs to me, out of your bag. What are you doing with this? What are
I
you?
did not put that in there. Where did
The
you get
heck?
that?
Out of your bag.
I look in my bag and I see literally just the stuff I put in there every day. No, there's just my stuff in here.
The heck? So Hugh gets a vision, and I get a memory from the past.
If I was Hugh, I would say this is a sign from Adam.
Divine intervention.
But no, like for real, I just put my hand in there while
Perhaps
I'm
you
looking
are
and just
star-crossed
pull my stuff
lovers.
out.
Did you put your hand into your bag?
Yeah, I put my hand in my own bag and pull out one of my common materials.
You reach in, you feel something clamp on your finger. You pull it out, and there's a baby Mirelurk on it.
Now we
Hey,
got a
you want
baby
something to
rat
eat?
scorpion. And what did you say? Something to eat?
Yeah.
But look how tiny it is. It's
Yeah,
not
it
even
also
fair.
hurts. So, like, if you want to take it off, I'd appreciate that.
I feel like I like to give things a chance at life to become an adult, and then it's fair game.
Did we ever name your rad scorpion, by the way? I forget.
I think
Don't
it was
think we did.
Randy. I don't know.
No, that
yeah,
was
I
one
was
of
calling-
the
Oh
puff
yeah,
drums.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it has not been named.
I will adopt this tiny Mirelurk as well.
Just collecting animals.
Mhm.
Be useful for that magazine.
I have my pet rock. I pull it out and show it off. And it's
You could
very
ask your
happy to
pet
see
rock
us.
if I'm a synth.
I already did. I already tried.
Oh, okay.
I remember it
okay.
was inconclusive.
Yeah.
What's it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
It's basically
purposely
the weather.
did not pay attention
weather
when you made that roll
interference.
because I didn't want to know what it said.
Because you are denying to your
Yeah.
very core that you're a synth. You're rejecting
Perhaps.
it.
No,
Perhaps
because
you were rewritten. You know, some memory banks messed with.
And she knows synths. She possibly had sex with one.
Know them very well. We're gonna have to make a stop at Good Neighbors.
so
Ah.
I think I could make a killing in Good Neighbor. So I am also interested in going there if we find downtime at some point.
I think Janie was going there, or it's on her route at least.
You mean Linda?
Linda, I don't know.
Janie was the
Janie's
one that
dead.
betrayed us, if I recall.
Yeah.
Being betrayed a lot.
Gone too soon.
Yet
Not enough.
Adam has guided us through it all.
That is true. Adam almost got us killed in that last one. So
But then he gave us
brought us to loot.
Yes, he brought us a weapon of destruction. A missile launcher.
I look up. Is there anything that I could reasonably explain where that missile launcher came from?
Nope.
Perhaps it was glued to the ceiling.
I'm gonna give this one to you. Adam might be a thing.
Oh, he's definitely a thing.
I'm
You're
seeing
just-
more and more proof.
You're just
every day.
opening your eyes now to the true possibilities. You
I
have been blinded by all of your trinkets and toys and material wealth. But you haven't been able to get the strength of your soul.
I would argue that it has always been open. I am just looking for proof, like where the hell did that missile launcher come from?
And I say, Adam,
And I, as a man of science, can't prove you wrong. So I will agree with your hypothesis. Therefore, it stands. This missile launcher 100% could have been a gift from Adam.
I'm still bleeding.
Did you not finish your...
I am also still bleeding too.
Did you not finish your rad?
It doesn't
Steak.
treat the injury.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
haven't
treat the
treated
injury.
the injury.
That is true. Are we saying we're going to go bed for the night and attempt to heal ourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So are you doing the professor's special heal, or is everybody doing their own natural heal? Is the question.
They get to do their natural, and I get to attempt to heal.
Okay. So everybody that has an injury, and don't forget, you've got some too, Professor.
I have
I
3
am
right now.
in rough shape.
So doesn't that
Alright.
make difficulty 3 or something?
It's
No, this
okay.
is
So it's a difficulty of 4 because you traveled and there was combat.
Okay.
It is an endurance and survival from everybody. And the complication range is increased by 1 for each injury that has not been treated. So let me just go. We'll just go down the list here because I want to make sure we get everybody right. So Hugh, you have 1 untreated injury, so your complication range is 19 to 20, and it would be an endurance and survival difficulty of 4 to treat or heal that injury, I should say.
And only 1 at a time, no matter how well you roll.
Now the good news is that chat did donate you 4 AP for reasons apparent, so
Ooh.
Yes.
you do have 6 AP for the party to spend at the moment.
I am going to spend 1, and I'll do mine first. There we go. Oh no, that's
You need
only
1
3.
I will offer you a success with a complication.
Oh wait, are you wearing
Okay.
a heavy coat? Isn't there an endurance? Or is that
That's
just
only for
combat?
weather.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Yeah, I will offer you the complication that if you are going to spend... If you spend 2 iguana bits, I will let you heal your injury. So just during the
Stuff 'em in
night, you
there.
get ravenous and you start biting into iguana bits, and your leg feels better.
No, I like the idea. Just stuff them in the wound. No, I will eat them though.
So yeah, as far as I read, your leg injury is completely healed. Congrats.
When
Up
did that
next, we will
change?
go to Kate. Kate, you have
A lot.
a lot. So it's based on your untreated. So you have 2
Okay.
untreated. So you need to roll me again an endurance survival at a difficulty of 4. The complication range is an 18 to 20 for you.
You should have 2 treated because I used a stim pack to treat 1, and then I used a stim pack. Nope,
health,
just to get you back
not-
up. Never mind. Yep.
Okay, and difficulty 4. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, some AP is gonna happen right now.
Okay, how much you want to spend?
So it's
He-
1 for 1 and then 3 for 2.
Correct.
So, and you guys would know that I would have a chance to heal your injuries myself as well. I get 1 attempt to heal 1 of your injuries overnight.
And he may have better stats
Yeah.
for it.
Should we just try that then instead?
Well, you get
still
to
wanna
roll
do
on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say don't spend more than 1.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say.
Okay. I'll spend 1.
Okay.
Let's see, I can't click it if somebody wants to click it down. My
Oh.
window's too small.
Oh, I'll click it down for you.
Thank
got it.
you.
Thank you.
Oh no!
Complication. Interesting.
Ooh.
What will the complication is there?
I
Let me
actually
check and see if
don't
there's any
know what the
rules for
complications are.
complications.
Yeah, I don't have any luck, so.
Okay, so the complication's going to be that your... Let me ask this. What is the innermost layer of clothing that you're wearing?
That would be the leather apparel.
Okay. So the complication's going to be that thanks to your injuries, your leather set of armor is going to now be very bloody. Meaning that anybody who sees you with this leather on or gets near you and smells it, you will now have a +1 difficulty to all charisma checks. So do make a note of that somewhere. Now, of course, if you
become
take the
worse.
leather off and clean it, that effect will go away. But for the time being, you do have that +1 difficulty on charisma.
Yeah, we are going to need to take actual downtime after we take care of this mess, guys.
We're never gonna actually have real downtime though, because we're gonna get back to Big Top and it's gonna be a huge
Oh,
mess there.
I
We have a
have a
full day
stim
here.
pack. technically, I guess I could heal.
I guess that is a good
Or one
question. Is
injury, I mean.
Stimpack worded in a way where it heals or just treats?
Let's see.
I
It
believe
says
it's-
it can be applied as part of a first aid action, healing 4 AP, or treating an injury in addition to any other healing done.
So it's. I think the keyword there is it treats. So
So, okay.
Yeah, treat isn't a full heal, so you would still that wouldn't fix it for you.
Okay, I do have 2 untreated. So.
okay.
So
Let's
I
go
will
to the
now
professor
attempt.
then. So, professor, you have pretty much the same role. You've got 2 untreated, which means difficulty 4, endurance, survival, and complication range 18 to 20.
I don't even know if I want to attempt this.
Well, you have
I'm
to because of the
immedi-
complications.
Oh yes. Okay, just regular survival then. I will spend. If I spend AP, there's a chance that I'm going to roll even worse. So I'm not going to spend AP.
Okay.
Just roll.
No, maybe you could have. But yeah, only 1 success, so you just don't heal. Now we
Yep.
do the professor's big heal, hopefully.
I now get to attempt to treat 3 different people of 1 injury. We'll go same order. Hugh, any injuries left?
I'm treated.
Perfect. Kate. Difficulty 4, attempting to heal 1 of your injuries. I think I keep the same complication range.
Yep.
Okay. So your complication range was...
Same as yours, 18 to 20.
18 to 20, thank you. I'm going to... How badly do we want to heal Kate up?
Well,
Do you have
I'm
any-
fully healed, but
Of your injuries.
my injuries, I want to heal or treat the right arm, and then I have a treated head injury as well as an untreated one, but that's perception. I don't really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm
Use
going
that.
to I'm going to attempt to reset your arm.
Okay.
I will spend. I have the 3 AP. You are a heavy hitter. Do I spend the 3 AP to get 2 extra dice? I'm asking as the party.
Yeah, I get us as healed as you possibly can. Can I assist in this role?
If you tell me how. And no,
I punch
reading
it
the
back
words.
into place.
I was
Technically,
gonna
my arm
say-
is broken, so it needs setting.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
so-
like you can't just do a liturgical flower pot of just be like, and Adam says to all of us. Blah, blah, blah.
You are going to distract her while I pop her arm back into
Yeah.
place with a charisma check.
So I stay still.
You know what? All out, Hugh. If you want to
Alright.
roll me a charisma speech for your assist,
I
remember an
still
assist is 1
first
die.
have to attempt my because I could
Yes.
fail all and you could assist it all. Okay.
Yeah, I hold
So-
my arm up.
That I'm rolling 4 dice. It's a tag skill, 18, and a use the correct button. So those are all set already. Wow.
Okay. So I need to see a crit. Wow, that's a lot of 13s. I need to see a crit from Brother Hugh in order for this to work.
No,
That is not a crit.
Nope.
So Hugh, you spout the words of Adam, and the professor, you try to set the arm, but it's pretty broken.
I'll
Just
have to
howling in pain.
try again tomorrow. Sorry, Kate.
Uh,
Now here's the fun one, guys. You want to watch me treat myself? You want to look away?
I want to see it, so that as a slight revenge. See you
Okay.
hurt yourself.
I will go to my own broken arm and attempt to set my own arm.
I'm gonna be mad if it works. Like in character, not on the outside.
I will
I'll be
spend the
very
1
happy if it
AP.
works.
So I only get 3 dice with my medicine.
can I give him a blessing as well? Place my hands upon his head.
Sure.
Okay.
Because it works so
Got a little
well
bit of
the first
extra
time.
warmth there, but not enough to fry your brain yet.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
fine.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Hold on. I still get to help.
yeah, yeah.
This
Because that could
complicates
be
it.
more
I would be
AP.
so mad.
I mean, I believe. Okay. So
Hey!
this is actually important because you would get 2 AP based on the 6 successes you got. you could immediately spend that 2 AP to recover both of your injuries, Professor.
I forgot about this half of this rule
Yeah.
set.
Do it.
I don't. I
Injuries
guess
are kind of
should.
intense.
They are, because my other one's chest. If that reopens in combat, I'm going to lose health quick.
Yeah. Go for
yeah.
it.
I will spend the 2 AP to take, while I'm stitching my arm back up and resetting it. Apparently my chest, I just looked down and my chest is fine. I was like, did you do that, Hugh?
It was the will of Adam. You say that your heart was open, and in this case it was literally.
He filled it with Adam.
Great power of Adam.
You know, traveling with you gets weirder every day, especially after this Son of Adam starts showing up. It's almost like he's angry and is trying to show even more proof that he's real.
Or perhaps he's guiding us to strike down a heretic that's leading a bunch of people astray.
Yes, that is true as well.
I'm still bleeding.
Yeah, I don't know how to say this in game. I will say this out of game. Per rules of game, I can't do anything else to you. I'm sorry.
I know. I guess I go splat on the ground and I'm done for the night.
Yeah, I guess we will attempt to heal. We have a day. We could.
I
just
could stab
stay
myself
here.
with the stim pack just to treat the right arm.
I don't. I wonder if sleeping treats the injury.
It does.
Oh,
okay.
it does? Okay.
Yes.
Actually, let
it
me
doesn't
confirm. Hold
heal
on.
it,
Hold
but I think
on.
it does treat it.
That would be very nice.
So it's recover the injury is what it is.
Recover.
And you may
that's what I'm
only
looking
sleep
for.
once in any 24-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
No lazy days. Dang.
Yeah. So you only get to make this test when you sleep. So
And wasn't that the test that we did do?
the
That's
one
what
you
we
just
just
did.
did.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna jab myself with the stim pack to treat the right arm, so I can use the bat again.
Okay.
Yep, let's do that.
So
Okay.
on that note, as you all rest and recover and recuperate and apparently embrace Adam's glow within the bunker, I think that's where we'll end today's session. 'Cause I wanted to get all the housekeeping done.
I apologize. I would like
Yes.
to do one thing before we go to bed.
Okay, one thing before you get out. What you got?
I would like to see if I can physically remove the data notes about on the terminal onto a physical disk.
You could write it down.
That's not as in a court of law. That doesn't hold as well as the little.
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
think back to Fallout 1, the master.
I'll give you this,
need that
Professor.
proof.
You can
Mhm.
recover the data, but you got to use the holotape you've been looking at.
Can I use the gut one instead?
Roll me a combat die if it's ineffective. Yes.
I have to use my lucky trinket. Nope.
Got to use your lucky trinket if you want it.
Does that eat it up? With that,
I would lose it
'Cause
forever.
you burnt it, so.
Hmm.
The perils of not
Why
having
don't
a
you
pit
just
boy.
take the whole PC?
Just stuff it
You
in
have,
his bag.
you have a mallet
Question:
Yeah.
How much does a whole PC weigh?
This is a
Is
good
it greater than
question.
the sum of its own parts?
I don't even know where to even begin looking for an
I
answer.
would
for
not
this.
take it apart at the risk because that would be complicated. For one of all, to fully remove a computer and put it back together in good shape, because Fallout computers are stupid and crazy, and they run off of actual
vacuum
nuclear
tubes.
energy. Yeah, vacuum tubes and nuclear energy, and messing those up in the Fallout universe is bad. Yeah.
Well, and the regular universe too.
Nuclear
got
is
it.
actually
All right.
pretty safe in real universe. But
Yeah, but
okay,
if
go
you
ahead.
mess it up,
So,
fair.
Professor, if you want to take the full terminal with you, you can. It will simply weigh 150 pounds.
150 pounds?
Unless I find another, I just found one hit on Google that said it was really, really heavy. And I was like, yeah, that's like 150 pounds. Let me see if I can find a better answer real quick before we sign off.
well, I can carry 255 pounds by myself, and I'm not carrying that much stuff.
I currently have 100 pounds of junk on me, and 20 pounds of just regular food and stuff.
How much was it again?
150.
150 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, now that I read more into the wiki article, that might be too much. Let me continue to read here. See, the problem is that there's only so many results, and Google tends to be like, this is the console command to have more, more weight or something. You know what? I'm going to revise the 150. How about just 50? I think 50 is probably
I
a
can carry
good
that.
turn. Yeah.
It just magically sinks into my backpack.
There you go. All right.
I
Well,
will
now that
add
you've gotten
50-pound terminal to my computer.
Yep. So now that you have a physical terminal you can lug around to show proof, that's where we're going to end today's session. So yeah, like I said, I was really worried about Denzel, and you probably can see why, because Denzel's insane.
Like, I thought we were doing good walloping on him at the beginning, and then he just had... I was like, yeah, what's one turn,
One turn's all he needed.
Here's a fun one for you. So IBM 5100 weighed about 53 pounds. That's a computer from the 1960s.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty comparable.
Yeah.
I'll mark it as 53 then. Add it.
There you
New
go.
item. New item.
All
Edit
right,
item.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Twitch, stick around because we're going to raid some, but at YouTube, we'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.